Yeah, first I just want to say bonjour à tous. Thank you guys for the short notice, like Francis said, and just want to start off with saying how appreciative I am for to be back in Montreal, and obviously started my career here in 2022, and looking forward to being here for many more years, and speaking with you guys often. So.
Thank you, Tyson. First question, Nicolas Richard, suivi de Frédéric Daigle.
Hi, Tyson. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. We know the situation with your brother. We know you come from BC. Is there any way in the process that you thought a little bit to play anywhere else in Montreal?
Obviously, with the business side of it, I had to put a little bit of thought into, if, the contract didn't get done in Montreal. But, my mindset from the start was, let's get it done in Montreal. Obviously, with them having first dibs and that kind of stuff, me and Danny worked really hard to make sure we could get it done. And I think both sides are super happy. So, yeah.
Frédéric Daigle?
Yes, Tyson, congratulations. Thanks for doing this with us today. When, at the year-ender, you were talking about, hoping to being paid as your stats dictates, and Danny kind of make a little jest about it, saying that if he thinks he's top 20, it's good. But now you're going to be, obviously, we don't know what the other receivers are going to be signing this winter, but right now you would be second only behind Kevin Lawler's salary. I know money isn't everything, but is it how difficult was it to reach an agreement on such numbers between you and Danny? Or, your agents and the Alouettes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, honestly, it wasn't too difficult. Me and Danny have a great relationship. We talk 24/7 throughout the season, during the season, even, we had a little bit of contract talks even before the season had even started. So, we were on the same page. Obviously, it was just, a couple counters, to make sure the money was in the right place. But at the end of the day, I'm just super grateful that the team had the trust in me to give me that sum of money and just believe in me, just like the rest of the city has done, just like you guys have done. And yeah, I don't think it was a hard decision. We just had great conversations, and we just let our relationship take care of it, and I found it was pretty easy to get it done.
Lestage signed for 3 years yesterday. Was it ever on the table to have a longer term contract maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. We had, there was a 2-year and a 3-year that we had talked about. It just so happened the 2-year was better for the both of us. But for sure, I was willing to sign a 3-year if it came down to it, for sure. I love it here in Montreal. And like we talked about playing with my brother, I know it kind of seemed like I wanted to go somewhere to play with him, but at the end of the day, I want him to come to Montreal and play with me. So we got 1 year, and hopefully, we can maybe get that done.
All right. Thank you.
Of course.
Maxime Sarrazin?
Hi, Tyson. Congratulations. Just wanted to know, I know last three season you have kind of injuries and problems that shorten your seasons. How do you expect how do you feel right now, and how do you expect your health to be on a short term and on the long term too?
Yeah, obviously, you get paid that sum of money. You're expected to be healthy for all 18 games. So that's something, I set for a goal for myself last year. That's something I'll set as a goal for myself this year. But, part of the reason why I wanted to stay in Montreal as well is, we added someone onto the team that is a hamstring specialist, and they were just doing everything to put me in my best position to be healthy and be on the field as much as I can. So, that's unquestioned something that we're going to work on this year to ensure that I'm on the field and I'm available for my team. But yeah, I'm just super excited to stay in Montreal, to work with our team, and ensure that I can put my best foot forward for next year.
And if I can go just with a little follow-up, I know that yesterday we talked with another of your players who got an extension too, and he told us, this group is special, so we really want to. I maybe let money on the table, I don't know, but I really wanted to stay in Montreal. So are you in that kind of state of mind, or Montreal was really special for you for the long term?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, it was like a no-brainer to stay here. What Coach Moss and what Danny honestly has built since 2022, and drafting me, it just feels like home, home away from home. The family, the connection that we've built in that locker room is special. So leaving felt like I was leaving unfinished business on the table. We got so close this year, and ultimately we still should have won that game. So yeah, I think this group is hungry more than ever, and I'm just excited to get back on the field with them and continue what we've been doing.
Thank you.
Prochaine question, Nicolas Richard.
Yeah, I think nobody on the Zoom signed the CFL contract but you. So I'm curious to know, how did you handle the fact over the year that you had no contract at the end of the year, and how did you deal with the wait and the negotiation period since the Grey Cup?
Yeah, it was kind of uncharted territories for me. Obviously, I signed the extension in 23 right away after the Grey Cup, so didn't kind of see what that free agency was like, or just kind of fielding stuff. But throughout the season, it was honestly something that kept me motivated and kept me hungry. Going out each week knowing I had to prove myself, knowing that obviously my contract was up, and I couldn't do anything but be where my feet were at, and that was all going to take care of itself. So throughout the season, I felt it was pretty easy. I had my teammates around me, keeping me grounded, and just ensuring that we showed up week to week. I would say the free agency, or not even the free agency because we didn't get to February, but the contract negotiations after the Grey Cup, they were smooth. Obviously, sour taste in our mouth because we didn't accomplish the ultimate goal that we wanted to do. But at the end of the day, me and Danny had felt that, I put my best foot forward for my team. Obviously coming off a major injury last year too, it was kind of unexpected what kind of impact I was going to have this year, if I was even going to be healthy from day one. So I think just, that trust they had in me to get back and, obviously to hit the ground running from game one of this year. And it's just a great trust, a great relationship from, we don't even say top, bottom in the organization. It's throughout. So those guys got my back and I got their back. And I'm just glad that we're on the same page.
And who was the first person you text or call when the contract signed?
Oh, Mom, for sure. Mom's my rock. She's been with me from obviously the start, and she's always put these ideas in my head that I could be there. Because I honestly said to her, if you would have told me when I first started playing football, I would have been the highest paid Canadian receiver potentially all time until Sam Emlis gets his money. Yeah. I never would have guessed that. So just extremely grateful and just so appreciative of the people around me to get me to where I am.
Merci, Tyson. Any other question for Tyson? Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres questions pour Tyson Philpot? Non? Parfait. Merci beaucoup. Thank you everyone for joining. Merci à tous d'être venus sur l'appel conférence aujourd'hui. Restez à l'affût pour d'autres nouvelles dans les prochains jours, prochaines semaines avec les Alouettes. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, everybody.
Merci,
Thank you, Tyson.
Merci, Tyson.
Merci.
Happy holidays, guys. Thank you.
Happy holidays to you too.